Welcome.
Good morning, Val. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Very well. Well, actually, I'm cold. I had to come out of hibernation this morning. Here we are. I'm Marcia Kelb from the Brewster Ponds Coalition. I'm here this morning with Val, a manager of the Brewster Bookstore. The bookstore is one of our business partners, and we are thrilled to have you with us this morning, Val. Can you tell us what you're holding?
So I have a copy of Kettle Pond Community from local author Heidi Clemmer, and we are delighted to present this book.
Yes, and thank you very much. We have Heidi Clemmer, who will be speaking to us in a very short time. She is going to be reading her book to us so we can all enjoy it. The Brewster Ponds Coalition mission is protecting the health, beauty, and enjoyment of all the beautiful Brewster ponds. There are over 80 ponds in Brewster. We really care about our ponds and water. We want you to, too. So we are trying to bring you wonderful books about our ponds. Val and the Brewster Bookstore have plenty for you to purchase and read. So thank you very much and have a great day. Stay warm.
Hello, boys and girls. How are you today? My name is Heidi Clemmer, and I write children's stories about different habitats on Cape Cod. And I'm here today to read you a story about a very special place called Kettle Pond. And the story that I'm reading is called Kettle Pond Community. So community is like a place where a lot of people and plants and things can interact. And are you ready? All right, here we go. Kettle Pond Community. About 15,000 years ago, giant walls of ice called glaciers scraped and dragged their way southward, leaving behind a great stretch of sand, which is now known as Cape Cod. Enormous chunks of ice remained on the sandy outwash plain and began to melt, creating water-filled holes, which came to be known as kettle ponds. A kettle pond has a rounded bottom and is usually quite deep in the middle. And deep beneath the surface of Williams Pond lives George, a 75-year-old snapping turtle. George has a shell the size of a small tire and usually lies on the bottom of the pond, waiting for a perch or a killifish to drift by its huge snout. Ernie the American eel also makes this pond his home, hiding under a dock or gliding in the water along the cooler and shadier parts of the pond. Resting on a fallen log, Belle the bullfrog waits patiently for a flying insect. A damselfly lands on a lily pad, a bit too close to Bella, and with one flick of a tongue becomes her lunch. It is believed that about 2,000 years ago, the native people of Cape Cod opened sluiceways between some of Cape Cod's kettle ponds to help the fish run between them. Wellfleet's Gull and Higgins ponds have such an opening for the herring, which swim from the open ocean to the freshwater ponds each spring to spawn. A painted turtle surfaces alongside a dazzling white water lily, searching for its midday meal. Many of the invertebrate species, along with microscopic plankton, are food for fish, turtles, toads, and other creatures living in the kettle pond habitat. And while humans are enjoying the pond's beautiful surfaces and shorelines, something interesting and important is happening at the bottom. Grains of sand and soil, little bits of algae, leaves, and needles from the pine trees are mixing together to form sediment. And like the layers of a book, each layer of sediment tells a story about life on Cape Cod from the time of the glaciers right up until this very day. So as long as we take very good care of them, the Kettle Ponds will continue to provide a wonderful place for exploring, swimming, fishing, and boating for many years to come. And that's the end of the story about the Kettle Ponds. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day. Thank you.